Hi everyone, this is Alysia, also known as AVP60685. Thought I'd do a video based on my last blog topic about being careful of scams. And so I thought I would talk about the different kinds of scams there are. There's scams that take place on the phone, there's scams that take place in your email, and there's also scams that you can get even in the postal mail. So let's break it down a little bit, shall we? Sometimes we get an email in our email box saying, say your device, like a Windows computer or an Apple iPad, is at risk. Here's the thing. I have personally spoken to an Apple representative about this before, and they have assured me that they do not contact you directly. You have to request the contact in case you think your device is at risk or if you think something's going on. So they will not contact you. So if you hear a voice on the other end saying that your device has been compromised or something doesn't sound right, then you are dealing with a scammer in those kind of cases, because like I said, Apple has told me personally that no, they don't contact you. You have to contact them to contact you. Also, there are certain scams with these online celebrities that they claim to be someone famous, and then once they send you a message, then they talk to you for a little bit, and then they try to say they've been cheated on or they need money for an organization that's very near and dear to their heart. But nevertheless, they're a scammer as well, because you'll notice there's typo errors in their messages to you, or that if you tell them you don't have the money, they keep insisting. So that's one thing you have to be mindful of. Sadly, with those kind of scammers, it's kind of hard to report them because some of these accounts cannot be verified, such as the Twitter ones. The ones on Instagram are a little bit harder as well, because there's a lot of fans that do fan-based pages, but those are a little bit harder to track and determine who's the fake, who's the real one. Unless they have one of these verified blue check marks under there, then that sort of helps a little, but even then you still need to be careful. With the postal mail, sometimes you get postcards in the mail saying sign up for a free vacation or free information regarding your Medicare eligibility and stuff. Here's the thing, those are not always legitimate, because doctors normally do not pass on your information to other people and other companies. And for them to have you request information is definitely not legitimate. So you've got to be careful with those. Also, in your email or even messages that you receive on social media saying that a celebrity is offering a grant or offering something if you choose to do this. With those kind of chain letters, it's kind of very tricky, because normally they are scams, and it's unfortunately very obvious to me, but to you it may not be obvious. But here's the thing, you got to be mindful that these celebrities, if they are offering money and they're on the up and up, they're not going to have typo errors. They're not going to be just saying, oh, pass this on to 10 people and I'll do this. They won't do that. I can assure you that. Now, I'm not saying that these people that fall for these scams are stupid. No. It's just I'm saying you got to be very, very mindful out there with these scams. And also on the telephone, when you hear messages saying, I have an important message from, or if you see a number on your phone that you don't recognize, it's best that you don't answer the phone. Because a lot of times when I myself get phone numbers on my phone that say spam or I don't recognize the number, I just ignore it, because it probably is a spammer. And that's the unfortunate thing, that these spammers will do anything to get your identity stolen, your money from you, or anything else. And that's sad that these thieves out there, because that's what they are thieves that have nothing better to do and prey upon people and say, oh, I have something for you, but really the only thing they have for you is heartache and trouble, and you got to be mindful of those. So my best bet is to just use caution when dealing with these kind of scams. There's another scam that people don't realize it's a scam somewhat, is these reverse mortgages. I'm not going to go into a lot of detail about that, but I'll just say reverse mortgages are definitely one of the bigger scams, because the only person that benefits from that is the person that signs up for the reverse mortgage. Sadly, family members who are dealing with their loved one's estate after that loved one dies, they don't get any benefit from that reverse mortgage. I myself know about this personally because my father had a reverse mortgage, and because they didn't put my mother's name on the reverse mortgage papers, we ended up losing our home, and we ended up having to foreclose on the home. So, hold on one second, guys. So, that was my phone ringing, and actually that was a spammer. I mean, this one was so-called about an important issue, and this is one of the ways that I know that I have a spam, that on my phone it will show up as spam with a question mark, and if they think it's something legitimate, like this one shows up as spam, you can't see it. Let me see. Okay, here we go. See, it says spam on there, and it lets me know something doesn't sound right to my caller ID. Let me see if I can find you another example as well. Here's another one. Oops. That one's a little bit harder to see, but like I said, I normally get these things that say it's spam and it doesn't sound legitimate. Fortunately, because I know many people who are calling me, I'll look at the caller ID and I'll say, okay, who's calling me? And if I'm not able to get to the phone in time, they'll leave a message on the machine because we have an answer machine. But here's the thing with these spammers, you've got to be very, very careful because their English is not that great, because English is not their first language. And they're basically hired to scam you, and that's what they do. They basically prey upon people and say, oh, I'm here to help you with this issue, help you with that issue. Like I said, these places are not legitimate. They are definitely a scam, and you've got to be very careful about them. With the reverse mortgage, like I said, unfortunately that is a scam of sorts, because the only person that gets the benefit out of that money is you yourself. Your loved ones will never get any of that money, sadly, because they are not on the mortgage papers, or you may be, they want somebody that's at least 65 or older in order to sign up for it, because they feel like, oh, well, this person's retired, they don't have to worry about paying it back. But here's the thing, if you die unexpectedly, nobody gets the benefit out of that money, because the mortgage company has signed it only with one person, not multiple people. Reverse mortgages really don't help anyone, really, sadly, in the long run. I mean, yeah, they give you money, yes, but it's not really worth it to me. So, that is my input on scams and how to be mindful of them. I mean, don't feel bad if you've been scammed. I myself was scammed one time because I received a fraudulent money order and I thought it was legitimate, and I took it to the bank out of goodwill and everything like that. But the thing is, the bank made me suffer because of their foolish mistake. And so I ended up having to lose a bank account because of that scamming. Now I'm trying to advise people to be very careful of the scams that are out there so they don't have it happen to them. So that is my input on scams, what to do and how to be mindful of them. If you do believe you've been scammed, try to contact the authorities in some kind of way to see if they can do something. If you're not sure about something, let me know and maybe I can help you research it and we can find out together, is this a legitimate one or is this a scam? You can send me a message into the comments, or you can send me a message on my social media accounts and I will try to get back with you. Just let me know what you want to know and we will try to find out together. Thanks, and I will talk with you guys later. Bye!